Yeah, kick it on back and crack a cold one. Yeah, the boys are about to go on. Just shooting the shit and letting it rip. Hey, let's go. It's time for Heartland Radio.
Here we go. Welcome to Heartland Radio 2.0. We're in Indianapolis, Indiana, in the MyBookie.ag studio. MyBookie.ag. It's the only people we trust with our gambling funds. It's the only people you should trust with your gambling funds. Just go to MyBookie.ag and enter promo code Heartland and get a 50% match on your first deposit up to $1,000.
Damn.
That's free money, people. And I tell you what, you want to become a better sports gambler?
That'd be awesome.
Get more organized and tracking your action then.
Okay.
Go to the place where you can see where people that are smarter than you are putting their money. You need to download the Action Network app. If you get nothing else out of this episode, this is probably the most important piece of information I'm going to give you. Download the Action Network app.
It's a beauty.
If you love to bet on sports, then you're going to love this app. You can track your bets across all major sports in one place. You get score alerts specific to what action you have played. Follow your friends' action on there and get real-time notifications when, let's say, for instance, Diggs or I or Gorms or Nick or Ty, Foxy, any of us, when we track our bets. Correct. See our records for today, the last 7 days, the last 30 days, or all time, and per each sport. Go to getaction.app/Diggs or getaction.app/Todd or getaction.app/Gorman. Any of those. Just pick your favorite person, use their last name after if you want. It'll get you there. Or may I suggest getaction.app/BroBroBroBets.
That one works too.
You can follow BroBroBroBets on there. Catch that every afternoon around noonish.
Yep.
Noonish to 1 o'clock every day. Good advice, good tips for what action you have to look forward to that afternoon.
Correct.
Or that evening.
Correct.
All right, get the Action Network app now.
And let's be honest, boys. I'm going to go back to Bro, but that's really quick. We're close to hitting our cup of coffee a day parlay.
Which is, for those who don't listen,
please tell
which is
them.
A lot of people.
Yep.
It's just a little bet that makes you a lot of money.
How about that?
Yeah.
I mean, what's better than that?
Yep, we call it
You know what I
a
mean?
little 10-way parlay.
Pay a
10
little,
teams
get a
in there.
lot.
You pay in $5. You win anywhere from, let's say, $1,500 to $3,200 somewhere, depending on what we have going on that day.
You're in a giving mood today, Todd.
Absolutely.
I like that.
And, today's Friday, so hopefully yesterday.
Oh, it is. Thank God.
You listened to That's Hockey Talk.
Yes.
If you're in the NHL, which not a lot of you are.
Some are, some aren't.
Some of you are. But some of you that are really into
There's
hockey.
a niche group of you.
Yeah.
It is a niche
and
group,
And for those of you that fit that category, you will love That's Hockey Talk. And it comes out every Thursday. So make sure you check that out. You get it anywhere the podcasts are available. All right, with all that out of the way.
Okay.
I want to talk about who's here.
Okay.
I'm here. Diggs is here.
Yep.
Gorman's here. Bailey, or Gator, he's behind the glass, running the video and audio part of this show in the control room. There is half our complement missing in action. They're not missing in action, they're just missing here. They are on the road to WrestleMania.
How about that?
Correct.
They are fucking putting out some incredible content.
Put out an incredible video on Wednesday night.
Oh my God.
That was unbelievable.
Dude.
I need some more info on. Help me here, Gilbert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You know, I'm not a wrestler. I'm
Old school.
I use the fucking internet.
I know, but
Yeah.
I'm an old school guy. Loved wrestling in high school.
Google.com.
And then I left it off. Is this man? Is he still wrestling?
He's a legend.
He's a
Sometimes
legend.
he shows up every now and then, right?
He had a match with Kevin Owens not too long ago,
Okay,
a couple
so yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Just a legendary
Yeah.
character.
He had a little
legendary
one-on-one
human.
in that RV with
Yeah.
Pat.
I thought
there was a lot of them.
priceless.
Whether you're a wrestling fan or not, pro wrestling fan or not, that video is fucking hilarious.
Pat McAfee Show YouTube. Subscribe now. I don't know what you do. You don't subscribe or review, but you do something on YouTube.
Subscribe, turn on notifications, like it.
There it is.
all that
Yeah,
good stuff.
and then anytime a new video comes out, you get a notification on your little
Boom.
handheld device there.
Watch
It says,
it.
hey,
Yeah.
got a new video coming at you. We do other stuff too. All kinds of good content on there. Make sure you check out the Pat McAfee Show YouTube channel. All right. I had a problem yesterday.
Tell me about it, Todd.
I get home, hard day's work here.
Yeah, obviously.
I get home, ready to relax. First thing I usually have to do, because I get home Monday through Wednesdays before my girlfriend Marnie does, it's my responsibility to feed the dogs.
There you go. Yep.
So I gather up the food bowls like I do every day. I go out into the garage. We
I did see that.
3 large dogs, right? So the food container that we have is just a giant Walmart blue
Bin.
Tupperware bin thing, right? Like normally you would use to store blankets or something. So we keep dog food in
Decorations,
it.
Christmas decorations.
Yeah, those kind of containers. So I notice as soon as I get out there that the lid is only like 3/4 of the way on.
Yeah.
Now it has those clasps at each end, so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can secure the. It's you know what, Gorms, it's not even hard to do. I do it every fucking time.
Blind.
Every time I get done
like
feeding
riding
the
a
dogs,
bike.
I scoop
You
the
said you're
food
not
out.
the one that left it on.
Yo, exactly. Yeah, Marnie, for some reason, she is the person who keeps the house clean. She does all the laundry. She keeps the place orderly. But for some reason, can't put the lid back on this dog food container. Every time this happens, so I see it and I'm like, God damn it! Probably a fucking mouse in there because it happened one time before.
Oh,
a mouse
really?
got in there. So I'm just thinking, I don't really believe it's happened, you know. So I get in there and I take the lid off. I take the scoop and I go to scoop out the first thing of food. 2 mice jump out.
No.
One hits
Did you
my
shit
arm.
yourself?
Way.
I drop it. I run across the screen like a girl across the garage. And I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? So then I'm just examining. I'm like, all right, I gotta feed these dogs. That's all the hard dog food we have.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got to get these mice out of here. And so I'm just fucking around with it. They're jumping constantly. If you looked at my IG story, anyone that follows, I was recording, they can jump. Like they're jumping from
They're
the
quick
bottom of
as
that thing.
fuck.
Oh, yeah. And they're tiny, but they're jumping, and they just fall about a body's length short of reaching the top, right? I'm like, oh, fuck, they can't jump out on their own. So I'm looking at what can I do? I was thought, well, I'll just tip it this way, on one end, and maybe they'll just run out or whatever. But finally, I saw a Christmas gift bag
Use a
laying
taser.
on the floor. So I grab it, and I'm like, if I just keep tapping this thing and they jump, I'll just scoop them when they're in the air with the gift bag.
Kinda fun,
that makes
too.
sense.
Yeah, and that'll be kind of a game. Though.
Yeah.
I'll play with the mice, right? So I did it, got the first one, boom. He gets on the edge instead of going in the bag, runs up my arm,
Oh, no.
over my shoulder,
Oh, no.
boom, across the riding lawnmower onto the floor. He's loose in the garage now. I'm like, all right, well, at least he's out.
Yeah.
you know? I want to kill the mice.
Right.
I'm into animals now. I don't want to kill any more animals. I did enough of that when I was a kid. So I'm like, all right, I got one mouse left. So this time I'm like,
Psycho.
I need to do a better job of. I won't try to catch it in midair because I have less control. I'll just lay the bag in front, tap on the other end, and maybe it'll just run right in.
Yeah.
Exactly what I did. Right in there. I close it. I lift it up, take him or her outside, release it in the grass.
Attaboy.
All's good. Yeah. So then I'm like, all right, I can go feed the dogs. So I scoop the dog food up, get it in the bowl, set it on the counter, and I go prepare the wet mix that I do to add to the hard food. And I just start it, and Marty texts me and says, don't even think about feeding that food to the dogs.
Why?
And I was like, oh, shit, right, because mice have disease, whatever. Maybe
It's
that's
the
it.
dogs. I mean,
So I just responded with, duh. So I pour it out, and they clean the bowls out, and they just got wet dog food and mixed with rice. And they loved it. They were like, oh, this is the best meal ever. They don't ever want hard dog food again now.
I've seen enough Disney and cartoon movies that dogs and mice could eat the same fucking
Yeah, but
food.
what
They get along
about? Hold
together.
on, Tony. I'm with you on this, but the little thing that scares me is first thing I thought of: if these mice are taking shits in the
Yeah,
food,
I'm sure they are.
you're getting the bacteria and all the shit that comes out of their shit in the dog's mouth, and I'm kind of
Yeah,
against
but
it.
dogs'
happen.
digestive systems are made for that. Dogs eat their own shit.
Yeah,
That's
I
a good
mean,
point, Tony.
My dogs eat sticks. They eat fucking leaves. They eat trees. I mean, I feel like they're immune.
I
to,
think you would have been fine.
Todd,
Yeah.
what'd you do? Did you toss it?
Oh yeah.
Did
And I
you?
cleaned out the bowls. I'm like, because then I'm like, all right. Even though I don't think anything will happen, what if something happens and all 3 dogs get sick and die? And during the autopsy, which I'm sure she would demand be done, they're like, oh yeah, they got fucking mice poisoning, mice poop poisoning. And I'm like, oh, that's going to be on me.
I'm glad you brought up this whole dog thing and taking care of the dogs and all that fun bullshit. Mm-hmm. And I never would have known this in my life until 2 dogs have recently came into my life. I became an adoptive father or a stepfather
Stepfather of one.
of one dog.
Yep.
And then we decided it was a good idea to get another dog.
Attaboy.
You had a
Which-
dog together. You had a puppy together.
Correct. So now I have 2 dogs. Technically, I have half a dog, but there's 2 dogs in the house. So during the day or the evening when we're awake, the puppy just fucking sprints around the house, smells everything, tries to eat everything, have to make sure that the other dog isn't going to eat the puppy, have to make sure that the puppy isn't going to piss in somewhere in the room. So you always have to be on attention.
Oh, yeah.
And then when we go to bed, puppy's great. She goes to sleep, sleeps all night long. But the other dog, for some reason, won't fucking sleep and is just up and down off the bed all night long.
It never did that before?
No, I mean, it did, but just not as much. I don't know. I think it just wants to play with the fucking puppy all night long.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, it wants to fucking
It's got
play.
new energy now.
Yeah. We actually give the dog sleeping pills every night, and they don't work. They don't fucking work. I don't know who the fucking vet is, but they don't work at all. And it came to my realization, I will never, ever in my life have children. Like if
Tony,
never.
please. Tony.
What do you mean, please? You don't have kids?
I know, but I'm different, Tony. You got a beautiful young lady on your side. The families know each
don't
other.
care.
All that stuff. Come on.
I don't care. I've realized I can't deal with things that you could leave in a crate for 8 hours a day, and you could leave and go to the bar and actually be a human and come home and let them out, and then they'll go fucking pee outside. I can't deal with this human thing where you have to do everything for basically 18 years.
Not only that, like
For 3 weeks I'm fucked.
think now about how enjoyable it is when you and your lady go to, say, Target.
Okay.
You just simply get out of your car. You just
Yes.
sashay your way inside. Go look at whatever you want at your leisure. Take as much time as you want.
Yeah.
Now imagine that when you get out of the car, you got to lug like a 60-pound pumpkin seat with a tiny human that does not want to be bothered inside it, and carry that around through Target and try to fucking enjoy yourself.
And me, I've realized that I'm just a naturally worrisome person about the things that I love. So I'm always worried about the dogs and what the fuck they're doing and shit like that. I can't even imagine what it would be like for a human. Wow. And if the human died, how bad I would have to feel. So I have just decided, and I haven't told her yet, because that might be a deal breaker.
Yeah, you think?
I'm not having kids. I just can't do it. 3 weeks into this whole 2-dog thing, and my life is shriveling away. I'm shriveling away. I'm always what's the word? Angry, ornery. I've been very ornery.
Grumpy.
Yeah. I haven't got, my sleep has declined by 50%. I get no privacy. It's just a rough life, and I have realized now that the best thing that you can do as a human before you take the step into having kids or something like that is buy a dog and see if you can handle that. And if you can't, you're not made for parenthood, and I've accepted that. And that's fine.
Tony, I think you are made. And by the way, you're going to be a great father, because I happen to know your girlfriend. Yeah. And I know who runs that.
What does that mean?
I know who runs that ship.
Yeah.
So you're going to be a great father.
No, yeah, I don't run the ship at all. And because of the reasons why I care, I won't just sleep through things, and I do pay attention to them. Yeah, I would be a great dad, but it would also kill me in the end. Like,
it's such a big thing to take on, because you know how now you can sit down at any moment at home and be like, hey, I need to look up some stuff for the gambling show tomorrow. I got to look at some lines. I got to see what's going
that goes
on.
Away.
You can sit down, take as much time as you want on your laptop, on your lap, in your chair, in front of the TV. You don't get that time when you have a baby, because you got to take care of what the baby wants. The baby wants food. The baby wants the shit wiped up from its ass. It wants a new diaper. It wants something all the time. Its teeth are hurt, or they're cutting teeth. They're fucking screaming all the time. They got a fever, all this shit. And then you think, well, I can enjoy the time where they nap a lot. I'll just enjoy the time they nap. No, you know what happens when your baby naps? You fucking nap, because you're fucking worn the fuck out. That's also your nap time. So you get nothing done for yourself.
I have come to the
For
realization.
what, 6, 7 years?
I don't have no idea, unless it's an accident and you're have certain beliefs. I have no idea why people have kids. I couldn't even guess why people have kids.
Look, he's running the ones and twos. Look, that's
I
why
feel
people
very
I
attacked
know.
right now.
That's why people look at this handsome, talented young man.
I just
Todd,
said,
if you had to do it again, you'd have kids all over again.
I just said accidents were
I don't
fine.
believe what you're saying. If you had to do it all over again, fast forward back or go back 25 years, you'd have kids again.
It's like when I went to the Marine Corps. When I look at it now, I'm like, well, I'm really glad I did that. But when I was in the Marine Corps, I was like, oh, this really sucks.
Just now, Bailey, how are you, 23, 24?
22.
22. Yeah, you're okay now because you're living on your own and you're taking care of yourself.
Every time
but
I got
when you're-
divorced, he helped me move. I mean, he was real helpful. He was real useful when he was older. But yeah, when they're little, though, it's a lot. Like you hand over your life to that baby. You're like, this is your life now. I'm just along for the ride to make sure that you stay alive.
I am an incredibly selfish human being. So selfish that I just don't think I could do it, Jeff.
Oh, you'll do it in a minute. Are you kidding?
I can't. I
Tony,
honestly don't
we do
think
our
so.
Tony, we do our best work when we're in the survival sort of zone, and that's what you're in right now. You're going, hey, I'm telling you, in the next couple
Well,
of
I'm
years,
not doing my best
I'm
work.
just telling you, there's going to be a date set, there's going to be a ring bought, there's going to be all that stuff, and we know what happens after that. Next thing, Tony, and after the honeymoon, and starts thinking, boom, pops.
Me and Todd both just recently watched Instant Family, which is a great Mark Wahlberg flick.
Great.
You guys
movie.
loved it, yeah.
Loved it.
About adopting. And honestly, maybe I just adopt like a 15, 16-year-old.
There you go.
Like
There
that.
you go. Yeah, just a
Because they're not. They're the older dogs in the shelter. Like
Correct.
people ignore them.
They're already house
They want
trained.
young ones.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Get a 16-year-old.
You're not that attached, so if they go out and something bad happens to them, it's whatever. You'll get a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
he's
not
he's
your
not going to
fault.
listen to your
Yeah,
authority.
it's not your fault. You
Doesn't
didn't
take you
raise them.
seriously.
Correct.
And he's out of the house in 2 years. Yeah,
But-
it'll be a fucking. It's like going.
But
to,
people think you're a good person for doing it.
Absolutely.
Something to think about.
You're a saint if you do it. Let me put you in this situation, Gorman.
Yeah.
All right. So let's say right now at this stage of your life, let's say you meet the most amazing woman you've ever met in your life
Yes.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay. Where do I
8
meet her?
months from now,
just real
you're
quick.
hit-
Where do I meet her?
You meet her.
You probably a fucking Panera.
Yeah, I think a Panera Bread. You're
Right.
having brunch, maybe a little
Okay.
coffee.
Fucking
I haven't
lot.
been to Panera in
Oh,
3-5 years, something
You
like
probably,
that. But
I don't know.
Yeah,
You know,
she's
okay.
in there
Where
as
do you
well.
hang out though.
Yeah.
Where, before we, okay.
Yeah, Saturday. Like, where we gonna? What time of week? What time
Gorms
of day?
is probably at a fucking Barnes and Noble.
where at?
On a
I
weekend?
don't know. Indianapolis? Where the fuck do you live?
Last 2 weekends I've been fishing. So
well,
just
look
so
at
you
you.
guys know.
What do you mean you've been fishing?
Thanks for the invite, motherfucker.
I love bass fishing. That's something that I did. I thought I
Also
told you
love
guys
bass
earlier.
fishing.
No,
Yeah.
you didn't tell us about that.
So I've got a guy up in north of Indianapolis
Todd's favorite thing
Yeah.
to do.
who's got, I don't know, 50, 60 some acres.
Well,
with-
keep it to yourself.
With
then,
3
yeah.
different ponds on it.
Who, Ursay?
No, no, it's not Ursay. And actually, I had just met him in the last, I don't know, 3 to 5 years or something like
Yeah.
that. And he happened to, so I just been talking with him. He's like, anytime you want to come out, come out. I haven't had much luck. I've caught fish, but I haven't had much luck because they're pretty dormant. They're deep. You know, they're still cold.
I
They're
got
not
just
moving.
the setup for you.
Yeah?
The Texas Wacky Rig.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
show it to you.
I love trying.
You
shit
can
like
hear
that.
all about that on Todd and Gorms' fish podcast that comes out Sundays.
But yeah,
So let's say you meet this lady
Okay.
tomorrow at wherever.
Bass Pro Shops.
Yeah, maybe you're in there looking for some lures.
Sure.
Whatever. She's in there. She's also into it. You 8 months from now, you're head over heels in love. You decide to pop the question.
Yeah.
You get married.
Yep.
And she says before you go through with this, I just want you to know that I want to have a child.
Okay.
And you're, 51 years old at this point.
At this point, I'll be, in July, I'll be 51. So let's
Okay.
call it, I'll be 51.
Oh,
Yeah.
51.
Where are we at? The house or in a car? Or are we at a theater? Where are we when she drops his bomb?
I think you're comfortably at the house.
Yeah,
You're
it's
in
a
your
private
safe place.
conversation.
And
Yeah.
guess what I'm doing? Unbuttoning the shirt, taking off the belt, and saying, let's go do this.
Really?
Really? Well, good for you. You're not afraid of it.
Absolutely. No.
Okay.
No. But what
So
I am-
that's
You're
nothing
gonna have
you're ruled out.
Alzheimer's when the kid's in high school.
Exactly. I know. I would be. God, I would. I'd be high 60s going to the graduation.
Yeah.
There, watching the kid walk there.
But I know people that do it all the time.
Yeah.
I got a friend.
No, I wouldn't admit it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Well,
I
how old is she?
Yeah. How old's my girl?
She's going to be 8 to 10 years younger than you.
Oh, that's pretty old. For
I don't
young
want-
Yeah,
kids,
no,
right?
I don't know about
What if
that.
she's 30 to 35?
If she's 30 to
Oh, wait a
35.
minute. So if she's 43, you're going to say
I
no?
don't think, can women have children at that
Well,
age?
no,
Sure.
it's her call. I'm saying, yeah, hon, I'm
Oh,
in.
she's
If
going to do
I'm-
a fertility clinic.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess the answer is yes. Either way, if she's 30 years old, yes, we're knocking nickels, and the kid's going to come in 9 months.
Okay.
If she's 43, I'm going to say, hey, let's talk about what's going on. Let's go on. Let's think about where we're at when this kid's 18 graduating or hopefully graduating, not in prison at 18. But I'm
Yeah.
saying, like, let's see where we're at. I mean, that's a different conversation from a 30-year-old. But yeah, in a roundabout way, yes. If
Okay.
Miss-
So you're putting yourself basically in my situation because my girl will be 30. I'm 47.
that a boy, Todd.
So-
Look at him.
She does not want to have children.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
At least she says as of now. She's a big dog person,
Good
loves
for
the
you,
dogs, whatever. I think, though, she does like kids and she does like babies,
Yeah.
but I think she realizes Gator's going to have a little Gator, at some point in the
Sure.
next few years, so she can just
Are
step
you
in,
Bailey?
part-time caretaker.
Oh boy, Gator.
Well, you never know. Maybe not. But if he does, she has that option. Like, I can get dose of baby and then leave baby when I want to leave baby, kind of thing.
That's what
could
that's what's great
change.
about being a grandparent, except for the part that you had to have a kid at some point, is you can have the kid, you could get your dose of the kid, but then you give the kid back to his parents.
Yeah, you throw him
Exactly.
$5 and you get in your car and go home. It's wonderful.
It's not a bad deal. So, Todd, this leads into the article that you sent, and I didn't read it, but I know that I would love it, and I know what side I'm on just by the headline of Mom sparks outrage after revealing she has a favorite son.
Yes, I've deemed her Mother of the Year.
Oh, Mother of the Year.
Sarcastically.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Because
are.
Here's the thing. It's one thing I think a lot of parents will tell you that have more than one child that it's natural to have a favorite.
Yes.
But this lady went public with it and blasted it on a forum.
Wow.
Which
Okay.
is one thing, but it's made quite a splash. So now it's a major news story. I mean, and we're reading it
Yeah.
on our podcast. I'm sure a lot of other podcasts and radio shows are as well. So the thing is, the older sibling that she's talking about is 3 years old. He's not going to be 3 forever.
Right.
Eventually, he's going to read this story.
Sure.
He's going to
Maybe,
hear about
yeah.
this, and he's going to fucking hate her forever.
The older, the favorite is?
No, the one that's
The
not the
non-favorite.
favorite.
Yeah.
Because here's what she says in her.
So wait,
in
how
her
old's
form.
the favorite and how old's the non-favorite? Do you know?
She says, I have 2 sons and the oldest is 3. So all we know is the youngest is probably
Oh,
2 or less.
She's
I mean,
nuts.
yeah,
So-
because the 2 or less one's a shithead right now,
know.
crying all the time.
Well, that's her favorite.
Oh wait, the young one's the favorite.
Yeah, here's what she says. She says, I am ashamed to say this, but I really do have a favorite child. I have 2 sons, and the oldest, which is 3, is a real struggle for me and has been from day one. He's so intense and determined, and he really overwhelms me. My dearest husband is blessed with patience and really does a lot more of the hard graft with him. They have a great bond. Now, she says, I really enjoyed my second son. Here we go. 18 months.
Of course.
I
Says
feel
nothing.
I feel like I understand him perfectly, and I am 100% the most qualified to care for him. And this is the part I really like. She says, I try really hard to disguise my feelings. For example, I always take the older son shopping, just the 2 of us, and allow him to scan the shop. I organize play dates, all this, but I just feel like I'm really forcing a bond I just can't make. This kid is going to hate her.
Yeah.
Can you imagine when he becomes a
Probably a
teenager
serial killer,
and he
yeah.
gets this information? He's going to be one of those kids that kills his mom.
Lady,
Gonna be
you,
on the list.
and I'm just going to say this. I don't know her situation, but it's
Yeah,
when
don't
I hear
fucking
stuff
judge
like
her.
that, don't have kids.
Thank you. Right?
I mean, don't have kids.
Well, no, she likes the one. It's not her fault.
I
it's
know,
the
but
kid's
I'm
fault.
saying
She likes
you
the
get
one
a
that's not old
3-year-old
enough to walk yet.
a terrible 2s, and then go into 3s where they're all hellions, and then the
Yes.
18-month-old who's starting to get a personality, but he looks fun and looks
Right, he
cute and
doesn't
everything
really-
like that.
He's
I
easy
mean,
to catch. Yeah,
come
yeah,
on,
yeah.
lady.
So here's my thing. Knowing this, we all agree that probably most parents that have
Yes,
more than one
have a
child have a
favorite.
favorite,
Yes,
right? So
1000%.
everyone in this room has a sibling, correct?
Yes.
So do you think your parents each have a favorite, and if so, who's the favorite?
1,000%. I think my mom has a favorite, and it's me.
Oh, see, that's interesting.
I think my dad has a favorite, and it's my brother.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What do you think?
Well, when me and my brother get into arguments, there's always sides taken. And my dad always takes my brother's side. And my mom doesn't take a side because she's just being a good mom and knows that I'm right. Right. is my thinking. So it ended up like, this didn't happen until we were older, like college or whatever. But it'd always be me attacking my brother and then my dad defending him and then me attacking my dad and my brother. So that's why I just think that, and I could tell, I think I'm my mom's favorite.
I
And
think
my dad has my brother.
right?
Yeah, you do know.
How about in your case? Rob?
No question, 100% to 0. I have 3. My mom and dad have 3 kids. I'm the youngest. My brother Scott, oldest. Marion, who's also known as Sissy, in the middle. I am by far mom and dad's favorite.
Oh, really?
Oh, absolutely. Without
That's
question.
gotta be a good feeling.
And I tell them that all the time. Of course, mom and dad, vehemently disagree with it, but I'll do it at family functions and say, let's just get this out in the open.
I've never done it at family function.
Yeah, let's get it out in the open. You know it, I know it. Mom and Dad love me best. I mean, it's just they like me the best, and I'm gonna stick with that.
Did you always know that, or was it later in your life?
I was the youngest, so at that point, if you're the youngest, it's like my brother got into shit trouble in high school.
Yeah.
My sister, great student, all right, and in a lot of clubs and everything, captain, cheerleader, all that stuff. A lot of shit in high school. Me, when I come around, they're just like, phew. Do what you want, dude. Come back what you want. Here's the keys. Take them out. Don't care if you have a license or not. Just be quiet when you're coming back in at the night. So.
Are you the favorite son?
No way. My sister, she's much younger than me for one. So but she's more and she goes by Sissy as well with my mom and dad. But she's more family oriented, She's like, and I'm
no
just
way, not more than you.
Yeah, so I think she probably calls them every
Bailey,
day.
is this all true?
Yeah, no, it's still true to this day that if it came down to dad or his sister, it's her every time.
For sure. She was way less trouble. I was always in trouble, just a shit growing up. I would back talk, always running out of the house in the middle of the night, sneaking out, all that shit. She was like the perfect kid, and she's the perfect mom now, and it's not even comparable. She probably visits them physically more than I do. She lives 4 hours from me.
Wow.
And I hate that about myself, but I just get busy.
that's just how it is.
Get over there, Todd. Say hi to Mom.
I know. I need to get over there more.
Is Bailey your favorite son?
Yeah, by far. He's my
By
favorite
far?
child.
Okay.
Only child, but favorite.
The only one.
I'm glad I only had one just for that reason.
But I do have a half brother, 15 years younger than me. Lives in Florida with my mom currently.
Okay.
She hates that kid. I'm by far the favorite.
Yeah,
good.
For sure. It probably. What do you think of the grandparents as far as they're concerned? Because they always had a big soft spot for you on both sides.
So I think that I might be the favorite just in the sense of I'm so much older than all the other grandkids that it's not like a grandkid comparison. It's
So you're not still a piece of shit.
Exactly.
That's my advice, though. If you are going to have kids and you have brothers and sisters, whatever, have the first kid. That kid gets spoiled by the grandparents so fucking
that's what I was.
much.
I was the first kid.
Even to this day, if he needs money for something, I'll be like, hey, I'll give you the money. But why don't you go visit each one of your grandparents and tell the same story to them first. See if they cover it before I do. And they usually do.
Here's my only guess here with the mom in this article. She's holding it says there's 8 photos here, but I can only see one. So I was trying to see if I could find the younger kid too. The older kid's a redhead.
Oh, there you go.
So I'm thinking that's probably the issue here, because it's hard to relate to somebody with no soul.
Oh, jeez. Tony, you're not up on the gingers, huh?
No. I mean, I like them, but I mean, they are who they are.
Well, and
okay.
This family's British as well. The Brits are real hard on the redheads.
Yeah.
Real
There's
hard.
a lot of redheads in Britain, too.
Yeah, this kid. That's probably what it is now. It's not really her fault. If we were bringing up,
Well, I got a dad of the year if we're bringing it
do
up.
you?
I mean, you got a mom of the
Is
year.
it the Girl Scout cookie one?
It is the Girl Scout
Thank
cookie
you. Go
one.
ahead, Books.
And we're going outside of Denver, Colorado. And this gentleman goes by the name of Brian Couture, I believe his name is. How I may have butchered his last name, but anyway, he calls up the police, says, "Hey, I've had a home invasion at the house. They've taken some things. I'd like the cops to come over here and look at it." What did they get? Oh, look. They got all of my daughter's Girl Scout money. $740 in the shoebox. They took that. There is no signs of a home invasion. There's nothing. Within a couple of hours, that guy's apprehended, taken down to the thing, and found and accused of stealing his daughter's $740 worth of the money that she sold for her Girl Scout cookies. Brian Couture, you, my friend, are a beaut.
The first time I read this, I thought
Same.
the report was that he stole all the cookies, not the money.
that would have been
I
amazing.
thought that this dude was just high as shit in Denver, Colorado, and he ate $700 worth of Girl Scout cookies, which is 4 or 5 boxes, so that could easily happen. And that he told the police that someone came and stole just all the Girl Scout cookie boxes. I was on the same page, Bailey.
Good guy.
Him stealing the money
What a
makes
good
more
dude.
sense now because this dude looks like a meth addict through and through.
740 straight cash
What a
out of
piece
her little
shit.
piggy bank.
What chance does she have in life? None. Zero.
I don't. It's a Frank Gallagher move if I've ever heard one.
Total Frank Gallagher move. Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
it's not the worst thing in the world though. It's not like her college fund. It's just
It's terrible, Tony. She's
mean,
a
with
Girl Scout. She's working
but-
her tail off with her other Girl Scouts and the moms and parents that come
teaches
out
her a
there
lesson.
to represent, to their.
Life isn't fair.
I know it's not fair, but $740 from your own blood.
I mean, she wasn't winning this competition
Get a bank
anyway.
Who
account.
cares?
Get a
What, Tony?
bank
What are you
account.
trying to take this guy's side for? He stole $740 from his daughter.
No. I'm saying that he provided a nice life lesson to her. That early in life, not to ever fucking trust him again.
Yeah,
It's gonna provide her with a better life coming forward, so she's not as disappointed as much in him coming in the further years.
I appreciate your effort of trying to find the good in this, but he's still a scumbag, and he still stole $740 from the daughter.
You know who else was going to steal that $7 from her? $700 from the Girl Scouts. Okay,
Oh, good point. Where does that money
what are
go?
they doing with that fucking money? $700
uniforms.
worth of cookies.
New uniform.
Hey, field trips in the
They've had
summer
the
and
same
new
fucking
uniforms.
uniforms my entire life.
I think they hand them down too. I don't even think you buy new ones.
Guys,
fucking,
don't-
you're gonna buy pins with them.
Guys, just take me out of this conversation. You're bagging the Girl Scouts right now. They've been around for
They're a
100
dirty
years.
organization.
They're
Don't come up
developing-
to my door.
I've never had that happen. Have you ever actually had them come to your
Oh
door?
yeah, for sure.
Seriously?
Yeah, one came not too long ago actually, and came to the door, knocked. I opened it. We had company over. I'm fucking busy or whatever. And she's like, "Yeah, do you like to buy some cookies?" And I'm like, "I just bought cookies from one of the neighbors'
Yeah.
girls or whatever." And she's like, "Oh, where did she go to school?"
Oh, yeah.
And I froze.
Yeah.
And
I'm
I'm
like,
like,
I don't know. I didn't ask her. I
I
didn't
know.
fucking interview her on what fucking school she went to.
well, I froze. So I was just like, "Just give me the cookies," and I fucking gave her the money.
Kid got me the other day. I was walking down the street downtown, and he's like, "Will you buy this for my basketball team or whatever to support my basketball
What,
team?" I
like
was
a chocolate bar type thing?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Same answer I give homeless people is the same answer I give to kids trying to sell me shit. Sorry, 2019, I don't have cash.
Oh.
Kid goes, sorry, 2019, I got a card slider on top of my fucking iPhone. And I was like, fuck.
How was that
you
chocolate
got
bar,
me.
Tony?
He got me. He got me. I didn't have it. It's still sitting in
Attaboy.
my fucking house. It's diet, by the way. It's diet. It's day 5 of the diet.
Nice. And by the way, great
Forgot
hair. Great hair out of Tony today. I've been telling him that all
Great
day.
hair.
Tony
Yeah,
with the good
like
hair
I said
today.
earlier, I woke up today
Yeah.
and decided not to be a piece of shit.
You look great, kid.
Some days you just got to do that.
When you take it back like that,
Yeah.
good flow.
Thank
Good
you.
flow.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to cover something in the back.
What?
When I'm taking my hair backwards, it's on a mission to cover up.
Even if that wasn't the case, though, it's a good look.
No.
From the
My
front.
hair from middle head to the forehead, phenomenal. From there back, less than
Struggling.
phenomenal.
Tony.
I think we're about 50-50 in this office on if people are going to have hair in the next, by 2020.
It's
Wow,
I am-
Bailey's is going fast.
I'm
He's
just
only
waiting out
22.
this job until I can afford the $6,000 hair replacement surgery.
You going there?
From the Boston place that does amazing work. I've seen
Yeah.
it with Wes Welker and other people. I just need to, at some point, be able to save up $6,000, which at this rate could be 6,000 years.
What about the Brian Urlacher place? Is that in Chicago?
Oh, yeah, you're right. So
It's a little closer for
He
you.
looks
probably.
pretty good, too. He's got a full head of hair.
Well, I got to check out the prices on that,
Yeah.
too. I mean, it's a lot of fucking money. But
It is, but it lasts you the rest of your life.
when
I
we
assume.
hopefully eventually get bought out by somebody or do something that just makes a fuck ton of money for this small business, that's my first place that I'm going.
Tony going to get hair. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to get hair. Nick has already said that he's going to get veneers.
Oh,
That's
teeth.
Really?
his move.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean you got to do
What's
something.
that process like? Does anyone
I
know
feel
anything
like they
about it?
fucking rip out every single one of
Veneers?
your teeth
Yeah.
and they put all new ones in.
Not true.
Don't
Veneers.
they cut 'em down?
Almost true. They just file them, man.
Well, that
into
doesn't seem like that's great either.
They file them into little arrows, like
Fucking
the tip of an
chiclets?
arrow. Yeah, like
Oh,
little
and then they
chiclets.
slide on top.
And they slide on top, and then that adhesive on your actual real tooth and, the cement they put on it adheres to the veneer, and then it's up.
Well,
Yeah,
I
those
don't-
things look
I
great.
don't think
if
I
your
wanna-
fucking- So if your veneers ever accidentally somehow got ripped off and you just have little fucking
Nubs.
but
little
sharp ones,
vampire
like
teeth,
fucking-
like shark
yeah.
tooth.
you look like a fucking fish.
Day of the Dead, yeah.
Fucking, I don't think I would want to do that until I have a real problem. Then, I mean, if my teeth start really like,
But
Yeah,
dude,
yeah,
having
yeah.
an
I know
issue.
people with veneers. They say they can't tell the difference. Like it's,
Correct.
it's
I
all good,
realize.
and their teeth look like they're in a fucking
They're perfect.
Colgate commercial.
I know.
Yeah, they're
know?
absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
When's the last time everyone's been to the dentist?
Oh boy.
several years, I'm ashamed to say.
It was several years for me.
Really?
And then I don't know if I had a pain or some gum bleeding issue. Who knows?
Yeah, I was.
But I went a few months ago, and they're fucking crooks, dude.
Yeah,
They
I
did
totally
like the
agree.
basic, like you go in
They
there.
clean 'em?
They don't even clean them with your first visit now. They do like They do like a checkup, like a doctor's
They do the
checkup to
X-ray.
see what the situation is on your teeth.
Right.
And then they have you schedule an appointment to come back just for a fucking cleaning, and it was going to be like $1,200 fucking dollars.
$1,200
So
for
I
a
just
cleaning.
I just went and bought a better toothbrush. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not paying.
Really?
I'm not paying fucking.
Tony, you're going to the wrong
don't blame you
dentist. I can
there.
get you into a dentist here in Indianapolis for like $110.
Well,
You got a cleaning out the door.
I hate
Really?
the dentist.
Right.
So I Googled patient-friendly dentist.
Gotcha.
And this is the one that popped up. So maybe I was paying for comfort.
Yeah.
But comfort they did not, because one of their tests was like how good your gums are.
Mm-hmm.
And literally the entire test
hate
was
that
they had
one.
to go and stick that fucking needle thing
Yeah.
in between every single one of your teeth up into your gums to
yeah.
see how much
Yeah,
gum was there.
yeah.
And
It's
they were
tough.
like, well, you're bleeding a lot. And I know this is a fucking common joke, but yeah, you're fucking just, your test
stabbing
is
me.
literally stabbing me.
With a sharp object.
The dentist is the
My
worst.
soft tissue gums.
The worst place in the world.
Tony, get yourself some nitrous and go in there and just have a good old afternoon.
I've,
Suck down that nitrous oxide.
Fun fact about Tony D: never had surgery.
No?
And I've never been put under the dentist, so I don't know how I don't even know how I would react. I assume I would enjoy it.
The gas at the dentist is a good time.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
But I've heard horror stories because they're fucking dentists.
I mean, some of them are
Sorry,
going to fondle
dentist.
you.
Sorry, dentist.
Yeah, you're going to get. I mean,
No, I don't care about
You have
being
like a
fondled.
10% chance of getting fondled.
I have no
believe.
worried about. I don't care about being fondled. That's
Yeah.
fine. That's whatever. That's
That part doesn't bother you.
no. It's basically a wet dream. But the part that worries me is they're not anesthesiologists. They don't fucking. Do they really know how much gas you're supposed to get? Do they really know how it's going to react with the current medications that are in my body?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
man.
I've had it done to me maybe 3-4 times. I enjoyed it every time.
I'll tell
It's
you
a good
what.
feeling.
You asked me the other day about touring on the road with the Crows.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
There was a summer at the Further Festival that we did with a bunch of groups.
Okay.
And there was what they called the Nitrous Mafia. And it was a van full of kids that followed the Further Festival around with full tanks of nitrous. So they would come backstage and fill and leave a tank there, and they'd take a tank out into the
Crowd.
into the crowd. So they'd leave a tank for all the artists and everything. Now the Black Crows were the ones that were just dominating that tank.
Yep.
And we would get the biggest balloons that we could find, the biggest ones, and I mean heavy duty, not just
Yeah.
party balloons, like thick rubber balloons. Fill them up, and you would see
Just pass it around.
a dozen people. No, everybody individually would have their own. So you would be huffing on
Jesus.
these balloons,
Oh, that might be dangerous.
and then you'd have to sit down because you'd be stumbling all over the place, and you're walking around. It's like
That's good for brain cells. Steve
No, it's terrible, but we did it. But it's like poor man's heroin is what they were called.
There's like a
wanna do it.
YouTube documentary. It's on YouTube. I can't remember. It's about Steve-O though. Steve-O from Jackass.
Right. He's
Incredible-
got veneers, by the way. speaking
Incredible
of
human
that.
being.
Who was doing? I believe it was nitrogen cartridges, and he had actually like a device that literally just fucking popped in and out. You'd pop a nitrogen.
Yeah, it's called a gun. They're real easy to use, and
And
you just
dude, in this documentary, he literally. It looked like somebody had like an old World War I gun that you rotate. You use the rotary and it fires
like
off
the,
like 300 or
Gatling
whatever.
gun.
Yep.
Yeah.
And these CO2 cartridges were just laying on the ground, like literally 300 of them in his fucking RV or wherever it was. Man, it was a weird
Kicking out
situation.
dead cartridges.
I mean, it was a quick watch too. I recommend it if you want to feel better about your life. Watch that Steve-O documentary of him doing fucking nitrogen or CO2 cartridges. It was
What an
wild.
incredible human being. You know, he went to the circus school.
Yes.
Oh, is
yeah,
that right?
Yeah, he was gonna be
He
a
was a
clown.
circus performer. Yeah. Like he's
Well,
incredible.
it worked. Guy is a clown, and I mean that with all sincerity. I mean, he's an
incredible performer.
That's what I mean. He's an entertainer.
Pretty good at
incredible.
stand-up
Yeah,
now.
doing
Pretty
shit
good.
that
Oh, yes?
other people.
Yeah, he's
wouldn't
actually
do.
pretty good storyteller now. He's really worked on it hard. And last time he came to Morty's Comedy Joint, he was there, and he closed at that time with this.
Was he sober?
Trick. Yeah, he was
He's been sober for years.
He was a celibate because he was a sex addict or whatever. So
No such thing.
he had a lot of good stories about that. But he took this drink because he wasn't drinking beer at the time, but he used to do it with a beer, I guess. Somehow he laid on a table flat on his back, and he put the beer or drink between his legs in a glass, and he bet them that he could drink it without using his hands and it leaving his knees. So he just contorts his body. It takes a long time. It's like a long process. Ends up to finally he gets the cup right to his lips with his knees and fucking drinks the whole thing. It's
Not a drop
incredible.
spill.
I mean, I'm selling it short. It's an incredible thing to see. Like, he is really good if you get a chance to go see him.
Gorms, did you guys do a lot of festivals, music
Yeah,
festivals?
ton of them.
Bailey sent this to the group. Pornhub is now doing an EDM electronic festival.
How about
in LA.
that?
I mean, it makes sense. Everyone at festivals that I see nowadays are fucking naked and fucking anyway.
Right,
so
so
it
why
only
not?
makes sense. It only makes sense for Pornhub to do it. I don't know how it's going to be different than other music festivals, but
Does everybody get to fuck each other that goes there, like in the crowd? Is there a bunch
dude,
of
I'm telling
fucking?
you, it already happens. And if you follow Instagram models on Instagram, which I do not, but I sometimes see it. Like they're all at these music festivals in like thongs, and they're wearing pasties over the nipples, anyways. So it only makes sense for porn. I don't know. Maybe they'll do like live fuck shows on the stage.
Hey guys, Arctic Monkey's coming up in 30 minutes, but first, here's Cinnamon on stage 2.
That would be incredible.
It's the only thing I regret about I didn't accomplish before I decided to settle down was getting to have sex with a porn star.
That would be an incredible.
I just feel like,
accomplishment.
that's one thing that was on my bucket list and never got to kick out. I'll never get the chance again now. But like I was in Vegas one time and I was up like fucking $12,000. My first trip ever to
Really?
Vegas.
Nice.
Went with 4 other friends. We were having a time of our life where I was winning. They were losing. But I had like over 10 grand in my pocket. And at one point I was like, I should just take everybody to the
Bunny
cat-
Ranch.
The Bunny Ranch.
Oh my god.
From
knew it.
Cat House, right? And I was like,
Rest
God,
in peace.
that would be a good fucking time because seasonally they bring in porn stars and you just pay to have sex with them. And I had enough money then. I think I could have covered everybody.
You could have knocked that off your fucket list.
Because you know what I did when I got back with them? I bought a truck.
Oh, you
Ended
came
up
back
having
with
to
it.
Sell the truck. I came back with like 8 of it. I think.
Yeah. I mean, that's still a
Yeah.
win.
Yeah, but I got up to like 16 at one point.
Attaboy.
Into the last day. Decided I wasn't going to bet anymore, locked myself in the room. Finally, all my friends were out drinking at the pool because they were broke. And I fucking went down. I was like, let's just try to turn it in 25. So if I turn it in 25, I can buy that truck almost outright.
Yeah.
Fucking lost like 8 grand in like an hour.
Did you get out?
Oh, yeah. Got out with enough.
Okay.
No, I mean
But-
they'd probably be decent. I mean, they are professionals in the game.
I would think it's an unforgettable experience. You know what I mean? Especially when I was at the age I was then. I was young, but fuck, dude, it's got to be like, I assume that's something that wealthy people do, like young actors and
guaranteed,
shit all
yes.
the time.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they
yeah,
could
yeah.
probably pay to have sex with these porn
Well,
stars.
that's what Jimmy Garoppolo did.
Yeah.
And he
right?
picked one that you have to scroll to page 8 on Pornhub to find.
I
which-
know. Why
Did he pay for a date with? I forget her name.
I don't know
but
if he paid or
I mean,
whatever.
does he
but,
seriously?
but ever since he took her out and not someone who Jimmy Garoppolo's an absolutely.
He's a choir
Incredible,
boy
incredible.
up until everything about
Well, I
his
don't care
career.
about- I'm just saying he's very, very handsome.
Sure.
Why do you have to go to someone who's ranked in the 500s in Pornhub's top porn stars
Yeah.
when you could be going page 1?
I mean-
I'll never trust his judgment ever again, and I'll never bet the Niners again for that reason.
I just
Because of
feel
the-
like that would
I
have
took
been.
their under on the season last year, and it cashed easily, strictly for that reason.
Yeah, I just feel like it would have been it's something I should have done. Why I didn't work harder to achieve that when I was single and could have done it, I don't know. Because it's like playing catch with Pete Rose or shooting free throws with Larry Bird. You know what I mean? You're with the best. It's going to be a memory that you're going to keep forever
1,000%.
in your life.
Like a Playboy Playmate. Is that something on the fucket list
Well,
too?
they may not be good at sex though. Maybe they're just hot as fuck.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
They could just lay there. That's.
I'm
There's-
looking more for
There's a
the
family that has a
skills.
television show on E.
Yeah.
She just laid there. But
I don't know what you're talking about, Tony, but I should probably start watching E.
maybe
Speaking
the last
of,
name starts with a hard K.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that went right over the head.
speaking of porn, I believe it's New Amsterdam or Belgium, Bailey.
Yes, I was going to bring that up as well.
There is a theater, and its name is 5D Porn, and they're offering viewers to come in and watch porn in 5D. Which
is
5D
incredible.
means it's all 5 senses. Mm-hmm. So you get sight, you could see it, you could hear it. They, I believe, have water guns and things like that, so you could feel it and taste it.
They have water jets. They have wind jets. They have chairs that
What do you
vibrate
need to
and
win
move.
for? Like she's gonna queef on your face and you have to fucking feel it. I just don't understand what the wind's for.
I don't either. What is that for? I
I'm not
understand the
stepping in.
water.
Yeah.
I understand the water.
I'm not stepping in that place, by the way.
No, I'm out on it. I mean, I understand. Maybe if you were very, very rich and you created a 5D theater for your porn watching experience in your own home, but what are you gonna do? So this theater holds 20 people. So what do you? what are you going to get out of it with 20 other people? I never understood people who went to watch. There's like porn theaters, like in what movie is that? Fuck, Jesus Christ, Irish Mob, Boston.
Yeah. The one Pee Wee Herman got caught at.
No.
That's the same one? Okay.
Jesus Christ, with Affleck and Damon and Nicholson. Jesus
The Departed?
Christ. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, I thought you were looking for the name of the theater.
Not Affleck. Was Affleck in it? No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't Affleck, by the way. But.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know. But I just couldn't. My brain's having a fart right now.
Marky Mark.
Thank you.
Yeah, he was in
But
it.
you know the part where they go undercover or they go to meet each other.
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
and I never understood people who go there because, I mean, first off, there's the internet. You could do that in your privacy of your own home.
Even back then, you could get video tapes, VHS.
So I don't understand why going to this place. I mean, I did. The 5D experience is awesome. I went to Disney World when I was a child, and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids had a 5D experience. And when there was mice running on the floor, they blew air on your toes and stuff
That
like
makes
that.
sense.
And they sprayed mist and things like that. It is an awesome experience, but I just don't understand how you can enjoy it fully with 20 other people.
The only sense I care about is how it feels whenever you step on that floor and your shoe just sticks.
Boil yourself after you leave.
I didn't. When I was in college, we would rent pornos and watch them as a group. But it was more like
Blockbuster?
you were cheering. I forget the name of the store. Family Videos used to have
Okay,
it. Like
yeah.
they had a back room.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
you go to the
Trust
back
me,
room. Yeah. So we would get ones that had like little people in them, or like there was one called Fatliners, and it was just Ron Jeremy was in it, and it was just like ones
Some
that
big
we could make
people.
fun of. We didn't watch like serious porn.
No, because you get turned on watching with a bunch of your dude friends. It's
I
a
don't want to
weird
see what your
situation.
face looks like when you really get into the
Yeah,
middle of a good scene. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I don't get. But evidently, there's a market for it, and it probably cost a lot because they said these films they make, the film is produced to interact this way with
Correct.
the 5D theater.
They're not taking
so it's real
films-
expensive to shoot.
They're not taking films from the industry that are already made and then just calculating like when fucking air or water needs to come out.
Right.
They're producing these and shooting
With
them.
that in mind.
Yes,
Yeah. So they're real expensive. The good thing about the porn industry is real cheap to film those. And right, so
And they
I don't
make
know.
a lot of money. I mean,
Yeah.
That industry
Well,
makes
you
a
got to
lot
go
of
to
money.
Amsterdam, though. You do. I've been there half a dozen times, and back in the day when I was running, and I mean running,
I can't go
I mean,
now.
some call it the happiest
can't you
place
go
on
now?
earth. I mean, I'm just saying.
I mean, I wouldn't be allowed to go by myself. I
I mean, you can
without
sit at a weed
my
cafe
lady
and you
going.
enjoy that. I mean, maybe not. You don't have to go to the red light district.
True. And I wouldn't, by the way. For anybody listening to this, I would not go to the red light district.
Yeah, you would.
Stay in the green district. For sure.
No, I wouldn't either. I have no, whether I was single or together with somebody or not, or my mindset wouldn't change. I'd have no.
I'm too old for it now. I'm too responsible now.
Not even that.
I'd be worried.
Paying for sex just doesn't seem enjoyable.
No, I mean, that's not what Amsterdam's all about. That's not what I was alluding to. Like,
Well, no,
go
yeah,
there and
just-
screw
no,
hookers,
I
which
know.
never happened. I'm just saying the whole thing, which is legal there, everything is legal
Correct.
there. It doesn't matter what it is. You know, you're walking 5 steps and the next guy's coming up to you and saying, hey, do you want some powder? What do you need? Tell me what you need. You know, stuff like
You can
that.
still kill people there, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
You can what?
To kill people.
Legally?
It's legal in Amsterdam.
I didn't know that.
Strongest survive. It's the rule there.
I
Rule of the land. Law of the land.
should have went because
I might be making
I
that
was in
part up.
Brussels for 10 days, which was like an hour or two from Amsterdam on a
Yeah.
train. And we never went. We talked about it every single day. We just never fucking went.
Brussels is a good place.
Dude,
Belgium's
awesome.
nice. Yeah.
I love every.
Beautiful.
My uncle's lived in Belgium for probably 12 years now.
Yeah.
And I visited a few times, and I love everything.
Did you try the waffle?
No, I actually have not. No, I have not.
How do you go to Belgium and not try the waffles?
It's a
They
great
got to
fucking-
be way better than our waffles, I
That's a
assume.
great question. I just never did. But they had an Italian joint that has great fucking pizza. The Belgium food it's heavy.
It is. It's
Yeah.
creamy. It's heavy. It's thick. It
Yeah,
sits
it's a
at
lot
you.
of stews
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
You're
Like-
right, Tony. Heavy food.
But we did eat it. Like they did have other places to eat at, like Italian places and stuff like that. Were absolutely delicious. But the Belgian food, I wasn't the biggest fan of.
Yeah. I assume, how close is that to like Norway and
Not that close.
Not
okay,
that
so
close.
it's a different kind
Yeah.
of
It's-
delicacy.
So
there.
you could be in Paris in an hour and a half on the train, and then Netherlands is above it, is north of it.
Oh, it's in a good spot then.
Correct. Yeah. It's right between France and the Netherlands.
I'll tell you what, I don't know how people end up in the jobs they have right now.
You don't?
Porn, all these other things, whatever. But if you are in the market to hire good people at your business.
Hey, before you hire good people, can I tell you about something else?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Let me tell you about Tour Junkies, Todd.
Please.
Oh.
How would you like $500 in free Masters merch from Augusta National Golf Club Pro Shop?
I'll take it.
Okay.
It's mailed right to your front door. You don't even have to go there.
Oh, nice. That's the way I like it, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like to go places.
The Tour Junkies are going to be the personal shoppers of one lucky Heartland Radio 2.0 listener
Let's go.
during the Masters to buy
Who is it?
$500 worth of swag from the Augusta National Pro Shop.
Nice, baby.
$500. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Go on.
You win. You give the boys your wish list, sizes, and shipping address, and they mail that shit to your front door after the 2019 Masters, which is coming up, I believe, in 2 weeks, if I am correct.
It is.
The Tour Junkies put out a podcast every week previewing the upcoming PGA Tour event in terms of the course breakdown, key stats of playing well, and who they like and don't like, whether you're betting or playing any form of fantasy golf or daily fantasy golf. Listeners in 2019 alone have won over $650K in daily fantasy sports.
Oh.
And the boys' betting highlights so far in 2019 include hitting 2 first-round leader bets at 100-1 each, and now 3 outright winners after hitting Kevin Kisner winning last week for the match play
Look at Kisner.
70-1. Those are nice.
Yeah.
Those are nice returns.
Yeah.
Go to tourjunkies.com/heartland and enter your name and email address, and that's it. You're entered to win the $500 Masters merch.
Let's go.
This contest is exclusively offered to Heartland Radio 2.0 listeners, and the winner will be announced on the Tour Junkies Masters Previews podcast dropping April 8th. Found on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play, Stitcher, and anywhere you listen to podcasts. Head to tourjunkies.com/heartland, enter your name and email, and listen for your name to be called on the April 8th Masters Preview. tourjunkies.com/heartland. Don't be scared. Take your man pawn and sign up today. If you don't play, you can't win. tourjunkies.com/heartland. See website for official details. Odds of winning are greater than 0. Living to be 50 years of age. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Those are
stuff,
good odds. Good odds.
Hey, sorry to cut you off there. I
No.
just really wanted to get that in.
I think it's right. And I think you should have. And I'm going to tell you about something that's not going to come right
Oh,
to your
please
door.
do.
And that's the perfect employee for your business.
Okay.
They're not going
Oh,
to
you're
just
right.
come walking up and say, hey,
You're right.
I'm the perfect employee.
Yep.
I'm ready to go to work. You've got to cultivate. You've got to plant seeds. You got to look at the right
Nice
place.
farming
You got to
term.
get the information out to the right people the right way. The right hire can make a huge impact on your business. That's why it's so important to find the right person. But where do you find the right person? You can post a job on some job board and hope the right person's your job vacancy.
That's good luck.
That's like the old school way.
Good
to
luck.
do it. Nobody even looks at those anymore, I'm pretty sure.
Nope.
Don't leave finding someone great to chance. Post your job to a place where people go every day to make connections, grow in their career, and discover new job opportunities. It's LinkedIn. You see it all the time. It pops up all the time.
Yep.
You get notifications
Oh, yeah.
for LinkedIn all the time. You're like, what am I supposed to do with
great.
this? You know what? You're supposed to pay attention if you're in the market to get a new job because there are employers looking for good people every day.
Yes.
Most LinkedIn members haven't recently visited the top job boards, but yet 9 out of 10 members are open to new opportunities. And with 70% of the U.S. workforce on LinkedIn, posting on LinkedIn is the best way to get your job opportunity in front of more of the right people. People are qualified for your role and ready for something new. It's the best way to find the person who will help you grow your business. And that's why a new hire is made every 10 seconds using LinkedIn. Hurry to LinkedIn.com/Heartland and get $50 off your first job post. That's LinkedIn.com/Heartland to get $50 off your first job post. LinkedIn.com/Heartland. Terms and conditions do apply.
Guys,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some things I need to get off my chest.
Okay.
Okay. The first one, I won't go into very much, but it's just it's a head scratcher.
Okay.
Let's just call it Jeff's head scratcher.
All right.
Aaron Judge,
Okay.
the giant outfielder for the New York Yankees.
Correct.
When he shows up to the park 162 times a year, he makes $4,500.
Okay.
Every time he shows up.
Every game, he makes $4,500. 83 homers so far in this kid's career. 83, okay?
Okay.
Now, Manny Machado, Giancarlo Stanton, Bryce Harper, $1 million plus every time they show up.
Okay.
That just baffles me. Like I said, I didn't want to get into it too deep, but I know it's all contractually and everything, but something's effed up there when Aaron Judge, 83 homers last 3 years, now
How's that happening?
because his contract, he just
got fucked.
Yeah, he's making
Didn't have a good agent.
$680,000 this year, and they break it down over 162. And you look at the other Clayton Kershaw, another guy, $1 million plus every time he pitches. You know, it's just like it's just interesting to me that. I don't know the difference.
discrepancy
Yeah,
there? Yeah.
I mean, we say now. Granted, is he going to get paid? Absolutely, he's going to get paid. And these guys,
But
just
he may
baffles
want
me.
to find a new agent.
Yes,
That's what
I'm-
it sounds like.
I'm just saying that.
Well,
He's getting fucked.
Gorms.
Yes.
I didn't know we were going to do fucking baseball talk
no,
today.
it's a world of sport talk, Tony.
But here's the thing. He didn't really play until 2017. And then last year was his second year. So
Right.
he's still on his rookie contract.
Yeah, but
He's got to wait for that.
and it's not like he was someone, if I mean,
Dude,
I'll look it up right now.
I'm with you on this, but I also have a disagreement with. Continue.
The other people that you're bringing up have been doing it for a long, long time. And if I'm right, yeah, and he's already fucking 26 years old.
I know, but bro, he's got 83 dingers. He's still making 4,500 when he drives to the park. Something's not right there.
But he has to wait for that rookie contract to expire.
I get
right?
it, but if you're the Yankees, why didn't you say 2 years ago, you know what, we know what we got with this kid even last year. Let's throw him a big extension that we'll save on. Now he's gonna run out this contract. He's gonna gouge him for whatever it is. I just don't, like I said, only interesting to me. I don't know why it was, but
Don't
you
get
know.
hurt, Judge.
you know,
No, I
Don't
mean,
get hurt. You got big money coming.
he's going to get paid.
absolutely, no question.
But my reasoning is because the other names that you mentioned have been doing it for a
little bit
period
longer.
of time, and he didn't come up into the majors until he was 24 years old or whatever. I
You
mean,
know,
which is not abnormal for baseball, but people like Trout and the others and Harper have been up here since they were fucking 20. You know what I mean?
How long's Harper
Dude.
been in there? 7 years?
Harper,
7 years in the bigs?
I don't know, to be honest.
I think
I would
that's
have
what
to
it-
look it up.
You know who else is going to get paid?
Who?
Jeff Bezos' wife.
Oh,
Oh,
my God.
man.
We were looking at that. That's way better than having to show up at the park 162 times a year.
25% of
All she
Amazon
had to do
stock?
was marry him for a little bit. Yeah, 25% of the Amazon stock. How much is it worth?
Translates to $35 billion.
That's beyond fuck you money.
And by the way, 20 years ago, he was working out of his garage. Bezos
Yeah.
was. I mean, just think, she was
They
there
all
with
were.
him.
They all. That's how they all start.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying they were in the shit times, and now they're in the 35 billion shit times.
Yeah,
you know?
but when he started that business, it wasn't exactly in his garage because he turned down a multi-million-dollar renewal contract at the place he was working.
Is that right?
Yeah. He was a big money guy. I mean, he was an employee though.
Right.
But dude, she landed a good one.
You think?
$35 billion. That's got to be unprecedented. No one's ever gotten that from a divorce before, right?
$35 billion? No, not even close.
No way.
I think you're right on that.
Did Steve Jobs? Did he get divorced?
Did he ever marry?
I don't think he ever married.
Oh, he didn't. So
He had a
like,
kid that he never paid attention to.
correct,
but
and
I don't
and, her,
think he
and
ever-
her mom or whatever. Who?
Yeah.
I remember the story that that came out recently after he had passed away, and they showed him a house that they wanted to live in, and he decided to buy it for himself and live in it instead.
A good guy.
Great guy.
What a
guy.
dickhead.
But dude, $35 billion.
$1 billion.
I couldn't even imagine.
Tony, first thing you do off the top of your head, 35 billion. It's on your desk. There's a check. All you got to do is deposit. First thing you're doing,
Private jet.
Todd.
Probably yacht.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Just a giant fucking yacht.
I mean, the private jet,
Biggest I
the
can find.
yacht, a few houses,
yeah, but Tony,
cars
I
are all
love
going
what
to be
you're
bought
saying.
within a week.
Yeah.
Within a week.
Oh, yeah.
My thing is this: I'm buying a pro team,
A what?
professional.
Oh,
team.
a pro team.
Yeah, pro team.
That's
I mean,
a great idea.
I'm buying the plane first. Tony, you're absolutely right. Get your plane, get your hangar, get all that
yeah.
squared away.
Right.
Buy a pro team.
Yeah, because you can get that done with a couple billion, right?
Yes, easy. I mean,
So-
I don't care whether I'm not talking Major League Soccer, nothing against it, but I'm talking at least MLB.
Oh, I'm
which
buying
you're
an
not gonna
MLB
get.
team.
You know,
For
NFL team. NFL is going to be tougher. It's the toughest place to get.
Sure.
You know, kind of get the sword touched
get
on your
into,
shoulder.
yeah.
I mean, the old boys club. It's tough to get
with
into.
$35 billion though. How
Yeah.
hard would it be to?
Yeah, a couple of
to
hugs,
get in
hugs and
there?
back slaps, not too hard. But I'm with you on the plane.
But
Tony.
no, yeah, buy the plane, I buy a few houses, buy the yacht.
Buy the yacht.
I would buy.
And then yeah, you do some research on what fucking pro team you wanna.
I would immediately look at like coastally. I look West Coast, East Coast, up north
I
like
know what else I do.
Colorado, down by a beach like somewhere, and then I would buy just the baddest ass house in each of those areas. So I have some place to go in each part of the country.
Yeah, and
Keep
like
yourself busy, Tom.
Oh, yeah,
I like it.
you need one for winter for me for snowboarding stuff like
Sure.
that for a beach house stuff like. I would also build a fallout shelter somewhere
Oh yeah.
with years and years of supplies and guns and ammo. That's because something's happening, Gorms.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't tell you what it is, but something is going to happen. Probably in our lifetime that you're going to need to be prepared for.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably already have an army ready for the apocalypse.
Oh, yeah.
What do you call yourselves?
You
Just
definitely
like
have your
probably 400 or
hired
500 people.
Yeah.
You know?
Todd's troops, obviously.
Todd's troops?
Yeah, I would just wait when you retire from special forces. I grab you up, or you're done after your 4-year hitch or whatever. You come work for me. All you got to do is just train
wait
all
around.
the time and be
Just
ready.
wait around till something happens.
Yep,
right?
just train. You know, you can work security on my properties. To earn your paycheck, but you're basically just training for the apocalypse
Yeah, absolutely.
to
1000%.
protect my underground fortress.
I'm getting attacked at my place, which reminded me of this, and I need some help from you guys. Can we make a trade with countries?
What do you mean?
Gump Cathcart, our Canadian friend,
Yeah.
is up in Canada. I would like to trade the 2 Canadian geese that live at the pond in front of my house for Gump Cathcart. Now listen to me, I'm serious. So it's youngin' time or whatever you want to call it with these. You know, they got the babies, they got the eggs or whatever.
Yeah.
This is going on. Let me see. This is going on 10 days. When I go outside, when I go get the mail, they bow up to me.
What do you mean they bow up?
The wings go out, the head starts
I
going,
thought
and
they
I'm like,
fucking,
thought you
and
were
for the
aggressive.
first 3
Thought you were their
days, it
god.
was so cute.
You are our god.
Wish. But no, it was cute. I was like, oh, look at you little protective guys. How you doing? Then they're hissing at me. Then they're closer. So within the last week, these guys are coming close to the front where I pick up my mail and stuff like that. And I'm going out every day. It doesn't. It rain or shine, snow or with the weird weather we've had in the last couple of weeks. These things are bowing up to me, and they're getting closer and closer. And I'm not a guy. I'm like you. I'm not going to kill anything like that. All right. I just want to
I might
deport
kill
them.
a Canadian goose.
I just want to deport them. Plus,
PETA doesn't even accept Canadian geese.
who?
PETA. They don't even care what you do to Canadian
They're
geese.
the worst of varmint that we have.
They are. They're rats with wings, aren't
Yes. Like I have ducks that come visit me.
They're nice.
Seasonally.
Yeah.
They're nice. They're cute. They just walk around. They
Wait,
mind
are
their
you
own
building
business.
your pond again, or?
Yeah, I've got to dig it out and redo it. I let it get all nasty. It's fucking so.
I don't know if you weren't here for it. I don't think so. Todd last year bought a baby pool, dug a hole in the ground, put the baby pool in the ground.
Nice.
Made a nice little swimming pool.
You had an indoor-
little exit
No,
ramp
outdoor.
for them
It was
to crawl
outdoor.
down.
I mean, yeah, but in
for
ground.
ducks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in
for
ground.
ducks. For ducks. To
For
come.
ducks.
Yeah, they would come in there. They would. We named them after the
Phil and Kay.
Phil and Kay after
Mm-hmm.
the Duck Dynasty, husband
Okay.
and wife, the mom and dad, and they've got a little buddy now, and I think probably they had a kid because they probably grow up pretty fast.
Oh, yeah.
So I think it's a child.
Birds are quick growers.
So I'm gonna have to name it after one of the kids.
Okay.
The Duck Dynasty kids.
I'm going to keep you guys posted, though. If I get into a fight, a physical altercation with one of these geese,
Just fucking kick it.
I'm going to let you
Go
know.
for their necks. Their necks are weak.
I mean, you lived in Nashville. I'm sure you got cowboy boots with the spurs on the back. Just give them a nice.
I also
nice heel
got
kick.
cowboy boats, too,
Hey,
down there.
take some
And a
magazines.
Chattahoochee.
Go get some magazines.
Okay.
When next time you go to Barnes and Noble,
Yeah.
buy a bunch of thick magazines.
Yeah.
Tape them with duct tape around your arms, around
Duct
your
tape.
forearms.
Duct tape to kill
Yeah,
geese.
there you
There
go.
you go. I like that.
You stick those out there when they come at you. You're in good shape. Hey, I got you guys want to? We haven't done one of these in a minute. You want to do a little fact or fiction?
Yeah,
Yeah.
But here, let me give Gorms a little fact or fiction
Go ahead.
before we move
Okay.
on,
All
since he sprung that on us. I didn't have any time. Your boy Judge has been in the league 4 years, and
Okay.
he's 26 years old.
Okay.
Machado, Trout, who else just got paid?
Bryce Harper.
Harper. They're all also 26. Trout just turned 27, but they've been in the league 8 or 9 years.
Okay.
So they've done it double the amount of time.
Tony,
Came up faster.
Tony, no problem. I love that you brought that up. It was just something that I wanted to talk about. Tony's it takes great pride in pissing on my parade, but right there, he took a shit on my parade.
Well, I mean,
too.
if you're going to bring up fucking nonsense.
But it
It's
makes
not
sense
nonsense.
now.
It's just like, hey, look at this really quick. This guy who is feared when he comes into the batter's box is making $4,500 every time he drives to the Bronx.
Hey, that's not a bad amount.
No, not at all. But for Major League Baseball, it's a paltry amount.
But
That's all I'm
that's what
saying.
rookie contracts are for.
Yep.
Okay.
Pay
Go,
the man.
go with your fact or fiction.
Okay. You ready, Bailey?
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Well, I don't get this.
Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
You don't know if I'm lying or not. I could be telling the truth. That's why they call it fact or fiction. All right, we were talking about Amazon earlier.
Yep.
The Bezos family. So here we go. If Jeff Bezos had his way, his company Amazon would not have been called Amazon. It would have been named Cadabra, short for abracadabra, insinuating that your packages magically appear. But his lawyer thought Cadabra sounded too much like cadaver, which is a dead body, so they settled on Amazon.
How the fuck do you come up with Amazon?
Because Amazon has the largest river in the world, and they were like, this is going to be the largest shipping company in the
Okay.
world.
Todd, what do you
But
think
is
costs,
this piece
what do you think would
of
cost
historical
more to buy?
information, fact or fiction?
What do you think would cost more before we get into? What do you think would cost more to buy? The company Amazon, or every country that the Amazon River rolls through?
Definitely the company Amazon, for sure.
Fact or fiction? Looking at Bezos, he looks like if
He'd be into magic?
Yeah, if things didn't go well in that garage, or maybe even at one point in his life, he was probably doing magic in his garage instead of shipping.
Okay. All right.
So fact.
Fact. from
Todd,
Diggs.
I have found this about you recently. I mean, I've known for a long time, very creative mind, but I've seen some of the scripts that you've written. You're very creative. You're an odd man, and I mean that with love. I mean, that's you have to be in order to be creative. I'm going to say this is fiction,
Okay.
and I'm going to call this one of your better scripts of fact and fiction. But no, I am going to say no abracadabra, no cadabra, Amazon, huge. Let me just think about this really quick again. Yeah, I'm sticking with it. It was Amazon. He had it a long time before, and finally,
Okay.
when he got his hands on the purse strings, he said it's Amazon.
Okay. So you're saying the script is credible, but bullshit.
Very credible, but bullshit.
Fiction.
Yes.
Okay. Bailey.
I'm going to have to go with fact. It just seems like one of those weird things that one of those weird minds would come up with, think it's a great idea.
And then some professional will be like, you're silly now.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So this piece of historical information is indeed fact.
It's unbelievable how
Fact.
good I am at this, Gorms, and how bad you are.
I don't think I'm over. I'm over 18 and over 19.
It's unbelievable.
It's the difference between a creative mind, like you said, and a professional mind, because he wanted cadabra, short for abracadabra, for just the reasons I said. And then when the lawyer said, no, it sounds too much like cadaver, which has a negative connotation to it, he wanted to name it Relentless, which is the stupidest name
Relentless.
for a company like
That's
that.
like
ever.
I feel like that's a not a it's a thriller movie that's starring Halle Berry.
Yes. Yeah, it does sound like that.
That's what
Exactly.
Relentless is. And the cover is
won't give
her
up.
in the rain,
Yeah.
and she's running
She's
away from an
always
abusive
wet.
ex-boyfriend.
Is she
He's
relentless or is he
Wait a
relentless?
minute, I've seen that movie.
Yeah, so I thought that was a pretty
So it went from
Good piece of
Cadabra
information.
to Relentless to Amazon.
to Amazon. Way better. I can't imagine it being called anything else for some reason now. But kind of too, though. I'm like, oh, just because this is the largest river in the world and you're going to create the largest shipping company in the world? Largest
but even
river?
if-
You went with largest river? Why didn't you go with the largest something else?
Relentless would have been super weird. I
Yeah,
assume
Relentless would have
Cadabra,
been stupid.
just like the word Google, we would have just known.
Yeah.
as that.
And then it would have probably made sense now, too.
Yeah.
But
I just can't imagine ordering from Relentless Prime.
No.
Relentless Prime.
No.
when I was going to make this fiction, I was going to have it, it would have been named Energize. And my reasoning was going to be that Jeff Bezos was a big Star Trek nerd. And the transporter room, they would always say, energize me, Spock. And then, or Scotty, energize me, Scotty. And then Scotty would turn the thing and it would shoot you, transport you from the ship to some planet. And that's like how Amazon works. It just all of a sudden just transports the object from where they have it to where you need it.
And I would have
What you said on that one?
I would have said fiction and been right again, strictly because working at this company, we have some sort of copyright information now, or copyright knowledge now, and I realized that the Energizer Bunny would have never let that happen.
Probably. I thought
Good
about
pull.
that as well.
Good pull.
Yeah,
Todd, you got me.
All you have to do to win these is just be a logical thinker, Gorms. That's all.
Tony,
Break it
you're
down logically.
logically, Tony. You don't take. I don't take you as a NASCAR fan. I would say, Todd, you've watched NASCAR. You had something for NASCAR at some time in your life. The reason
I
is,
used to decal
I
them.
can't wait to hear this.
well, the reason is because you're born and raised in Indiana. It is a racing town.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. So I thought, okay, I don't particularly watch cars go left for 4 hours.
Right,
That's not my thing.
Shots fired.
A little bit. But for some people it is. Tony, Pittsburgh, I just don't see it. I know what your love is athletically and, bringing up cars, it isn't. Which brings me to, I may watch this weekend's NASCAR race.
Oh, really?
Why?
Yes.
What is the race this weekend?
It's either this weekend or next or whatever it is. It's something like that. I may be off by a week or two. But Dolly Parton, who I love. You guys found out I'm a fisherman.
Love Dolly
Yeah,
Parton.
I mean,
Something
we
else
don't
you got to
know
know. I
dick
love
about you.
Dolly Parton.
Who the fuck is Dolly Parton?
The
Wait. What did you just say?
Who is Dolly Parton?
You don't know who Dolly Parton is?
I have no idea.
She
I can't go on, Todd.
one time had the biggest boobs, biggest, nicest boobs of any entertainer available to you on television.
Were they real?
Okay.
No, they're not real.
Okay.
They're not real. Look her up. Google her.
Tony.
Oh, she looks like Chow Chow or whatever that girl's name is.
Charo.
She's had a lot of
Charo.
work done lately because she's probably 107.
And you're going to watch this race because this fucking...
No, listen. But by the way, most talented musician, plays over 25 instruments.
Very
Look at
talented.
her, how many records she sold. Look at "I Will Always Love
That-
You." You ever
that-
hear "I Will
I-
Always Love You" by Whitney Houston? Well, guess
Yeah.
what? It's not hers. It's Dolly's.
It's Dolly's song.
And Dolly wrote that with Jolene in one afternoon.
How many times have you jerked it to Dolly?
Never. But but if
oh,
Dolly
come
Parton,
on.
That's a
We've all
lie.
jerked it to Dolly
Not,
at
not
my
us.
age.
No, I'm not a. By the way, not a fake boob guy at all.
Really?
No, go.
She's a mixture between
go
Cha
left.
Cha
I just
and
love her.
the girl that died who was married to Hugh.
Her likeness.
Yes.
What was her name?
I don't remember, but yes, you're right.
You know what I'm
She had the tiniest waist and the biggest boobs,
Right.
and she had the voice of a fucking
songbird.
angel.
Oh, love her, Dolly. Anyway, she's painted. All her image is on a guy named Tyler Reddick's NASCAR that
JJ's
she's
brother.
paying money. And she's got Dollywood on there. She's got Dolly Parton records on there. She's got a picture of herself on
Two
there.
big boobs on the hood.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. And the car is pink.
Nice.
It's a pink car. Dolly is in the NASCAR world. I don't know if it's going to be a season-long partnership, sponsorship, whatever, but she will be
I wonder
running
why
at
she didn't
Bristol.
do that sooner. 'Cause
I love that,
She was
man.
a very famous, the most famous country artist at one time.
Little fun fact for you.
Go ahead.
Did watch a lot of NASCAR growing up. Bristol, short track. Nice
There you
little
go.
short
Yeah,
track.
a lot of quick left turns there.
It was my parents, so they had me at what, like 23, 24. So they were not out of their partying days. So Saturdays they would still go out and party, but Sundays when the races were on, they would fucking nap on the couch all day. They would turn the race on, and little young Anthony DeGilio would just fucking be mesmerized by cars
Watching
going
these
around in
cars, huh?
circles for an hour. So yeah, I was a big NASCAR kid, big Jeff Gordon guy.
Big Jeff Gordon guy. Huh?
I'll still watch the Daytona every year, but that's about it.
All right.
So I've grown out of it.
Earnhardt's, they do anything for you?
Nah.
Junior or Dale?
Nah.
No?
I didn't like them. They were rivals of Gordon. So
Gotcha.
It's funny, I never got really into racing, even though I used to, for 2.5 years, I decaled the fuck out of Indy cars and NASCAR.
That's kind of fun, though, right? Was that a fun gig?
The drivers were cool that would come in and out or whatever. Like Al Unser Sr. would come hang out the whole month of May, drink beer with us, whatever. But I just never like to sit and watch it. I like to go to the event
Yeah.
and drink and have a good time and everything that's surrounding the track or inside the track. But just to sit there and then wait for him to come around again and come
Yeah.
out. Not my cup of tea.
no, I grew out of it. Like a lot of things you do in life, I grew out of it.
Yeah.
One quick thing I wanted to talk about before we possibly go to bangers or whatever. Patagonia, the company.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I guess I knew this. Basically, the uniform for Wall Street is a Patagonia vest. Like they wear the
Sure.
the button up.
Yeah.
You know what the
Yeah,
look is.
yeah.
So Patagonia is trying to steer away from that. Now they're not going to
Really?
let companies just. I guess they had a program where you just go on the website and you could automatically.
Yeah, and they
put
buy
your company
40
logo on,
40
blah, blah.
vests, with logos. Yeah.
So Patagonia is stopping that. They're trying to move towards companies and things like that who are doing good for the world.
Oh, maybe our company.
And I just don't understand how we as a society, if they stop selling them to these Wall Street people and frat people and stuff like that, how we're going to know what kids have dads that are lawyers, or what kids have dads who we're supposed to know who they are, or what people we're supposed to know who to watch our drinks around.
Or who not to like. I was going to say, but that's a better way to put it.
Patagonia is
When you
taking
see
away
that vest, cover your cocktail, ladies.
is taking away the uniform of a group of people that you would like to know that they're around. And I just think that's going to be a real issue in society.
I think it's true. It's a good way to, like, I know I don't want to hang around that person. You know what I mean? It was a good uniform for that as well.
Correct.
Yeah. So
And
now
I
if you
just-
start putting them on people that we're supposed to like, I don't know how.
It's just going to be
maybe
a
they're
real
gonna
issue
create a
that
new
they
look.
haven't thought about, but it was the first thing that came to mind.
God, I wear Patagonia as a uniform.
Yeah.
I really do.
But you don't wear
No,
vest with
no,
the
not at
collared
work.
shirt underneath.
But every year I buy a Patagonia when winter comes time, and then I
you have one Patagonia jacket that you've worn that you wore all winter and didn't
No,
change
I've
once.
had Tony. I've had 4. I've given 2 of them away, and I have 2. I have the dark blue and I have the lighter blue, Tony. So open your eyes better when the weather's
Oh,
cold.
you switch it up,
Yeah, but
depending on your mood.
you don't give off that look like, hey, if you do something wrong to me, my dad's a lawyer.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Or do you know who I am?
No.
Yeah.
Type
Yeah.
of thing.
I love
If
everybody.
you punch me in the face, I'll sue.
I love
like that
everybody.
guy.
That'll never happen,
Yeah.
except those fucking geese.
1,000% right.
If you're listening or if you're watching on YouTube, rather, this is going to be it for you because we're about to play some copyrighted music that you can't hear on YouTube. And we try to obey the rules on YouTube because we love YouTube. We're learning a lot more about it. We're using it. Thank you for watching on it. And tell your friends about it. Share a link of the video of one of your favorite episodes. Spread the word. We're trying to bring new people, more people into our YouTube channel, The Pat McAfee Show.
Correct.
Channel, because it's awesome. A lot of cool stuff on there. Also, if you live anywhere within a reasonable driving distance, which is 7.5 hours of Indianapolis, and you want to see some stand-up comedy,
Let's go.
Pretty good show. I did a pretty good show. I will be at Helium Comedy Club in downtown Indianapolis.
You're doing the grand
less-
opening, right?
It's no, they've already had it.
Oh,
I thought I
that's
was going to
fucked
get to, but But in my mind, this will be the
Either
grand
way,
opening.
Still
yeah.
a good show.
We'll call it the
Todd, I'll be there.
And I'm only doing, by the way, the party shows. They were like, what nights you want, whatever. And I was like, I only want one show per night. You know what I mean? I just want to do the show, and then I want to party with the people that come afterward. So I'm only doing the 10 p.m. show each Friday and Saturday night. I think it's the 26th, 27th. I don't know. Look at my website, toddcomedy.com.
Honest to God, it took me like a year or so to get to one of Todd's comedy shows, and I regret it because I went and I laughed my ass off the entire time.
We have a good time.
Yeah, it's
We have a
a
good time.
I can't wait.
Show.
End of the month, right? Mm-hmm. Coming up.
I'm thinking about making these shows predominantly a crowd work show.
Oh, okay.
Not light on material, heavy on just talking to the crowd.
Let's go.
Figuring out as I go. I don't know. We'll decide. Mostly because probably a lot of you have heard the material. I need to come up with some new stuff. I'll try to come up with some new stuff by then. But anyway, if you're on YouTube, this is it for you because it is time for Friday Bangers.